Booyaka, booyaka. This is the Musically Speaking Podcast.
Yeah.
Yes, and we're on our third episode. Tulikuwa langa kiasi, but we are still here. We're still here to provide you more content, and we have a lot of stuff to talk about today. Leo sana ni issues of my record label hapa Kenya. And you know, it's how do you define a record label? Because msee unaenda kwa studio unasema I've been signed to a record deal, and maybe you don't even understand what it is a record deal is.
Kwanza nimesikia kuna time fulani hapa black market wanasign wasee ati kina wanakupatia ni YouTube wamekusign upload ngoma yako YouTube. Lakini ikifika kwa vitu zingine kama distribution, hao ndio wana take up distribution, wanakufungulia account na Spotify na iTunes wanajiita black market. Nimesikia siko sure hata mimi nafaa kufanya homework, but
I know those YouTube guys, they have a name at the corner. Inaanza na N.
Wait, ngoja sijala story. Wait, what do you mean like they get you, they take you on YouTube, as in they manage your channel?
They take your rights basically.
It's actually about rights, because what I had, you know, you just interact with msanii pale kidogo. Nikauliza, umesikia vile black market wamekaa market cover, hata mimi ningependa kufanya kitu kama hiyo. Umesikia vile hao work? Akanambia wao wanakusponsor, wanakufanya kila kitu, wanakuachia upload ngoma yako kwa YouTube ipate views, ipate followers, alafu wanakusaidia kufungua Spotify, iTunes. Nikamuuliza wakukusaidia na maanisha nini? Ati sasa hao ndo watafikisha ngoma yako pale. Sasa wewe unajua uwezi, sawa, wanakufikishia. Unacheki? Sasa hiyo ndo story ya record label huko nasikia bana.
Okay.
But now the thing is, okay, I think, is it Ngoma? They Ngoma guys?
Yeah, Ngoma.
Yeah.
It's not Ngoma.
It's the same guys.
It's not the same guys.
Yeah.
This is just another one.
Because for Ngoma it's licensing. Me, I just come out and say it, man. Because there's a project we did. It was an animation for an artist, an up-and-coming artist. So, we did this animation as we thought we'd get rights for the creative animation to also share on our page, but we found out, kuna watu washaeka lock kwa creative content of other people. So, you know, like Ngoma play their own things. And then recently kwa Facebook niona msee ameandika fuck Ngoma. So I don't know. You know?
I saw that story somewhere pia.
So, something's happening there. I don't know what you
mean. Ngoma, I don't mean to be blunt, but what exactly do Ngoma do for the artist?
What I think they do, so they propose, is that you get paid from YouTube. You don't have to meet the 1,000 subscribers, the 4,000 hours.
Really?
That's what they say, because they put the song on their page. Because their pages normally have the subscription and the hours they've done it. So wanasema wanakusaidia kumarket na collect do.
Okay, but I've seen kama there's the songs they put on their channels. But I've also seen like someone has a song on their own channel, but it has that Ngoma thingy on the
Ngoma. You go when you submit your song when you submit the forms to Ngoma. Ngoma makes you a template of YouTube, so that every time you upload a song, you don't have to worry about the settings. Washakufanyia settings, wewe unaweka tu jina. Kumbe kule ndani wamejiassign rights.
True.
Okay. That's
how it goes. That's how it goes.
Oh man.
So yes.
Okay.
Now we are still on the question of a record label. Lack of a record label in Kenya is actually what we are talking about, because if you go on Wikipedia and try to actually define what a record label is, they are the major record labels. Unaongea na Mari about indie record labels, digital record labels. So in Kenya, mostly nimecheck, it's mostly indie labels and digital labels.
And I think there's the record labels in Kenya I think I've only seen a few who actually play the role of a record label.
Yeah.
Like, for example, let me take it back to like Akina Ogopa.
Yeah.
What Akina Ogopa used to do. Akina Caliph.
Yeah, but Ogopa, see, they were just a studio.
Yeah, but they used to do like promo for the artist.
Yeah.
That's part of the record label's work.
Okay.
They help you with the studio.
Yeah.
They do the recording. They do the promo. They manage your brand, help you get events. And I think it's important for guys to also differentiate between record label deals. Because, yes, I think a record label is can be all that, but it also depends on the deal you sign. Like, yeah, for example, if you get a 360 deal, then that means they'll do everything for you, including even investing.
When you say 360, what is 360? You know, that's new terminology again.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so 360 is like it's like should I say, the old school record label role. They take you as an artist. If they find you talented, they take you as an artist, sign you.
Yeah.
In that signing, they could offer you a stipend, like a monthly stipend, to be allowing you to do your stuff.
Yeah.
They facilitate the recording. They facilitate video production. They do the promo for you. They do
photo shoots.
Yeah, like the whole deal.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, they make their returns from what your music, the income your music gets.
Okay.
So, the income normally is not limited to the music, because remember, they're in charge of your look, your image, your penye unaishi. There's so much that they do with you as a brand. That us hapa home huku, recording studio labels do not do that much, and yet they claim to sign you.
Yeah, like vituka endorsements and hata more recently.
Juzi Nonini just got. It's only recently that Nonini got endorsed by Safaricom. It's only recently. After all those years.
Like what? It's like 20 years in the game, and man.
So I think the issue is maybe defining major record labels with indie labels and digital labels, because major record labels are owned by companies, bigger companies that have nothing to do with music.
Yes.
You see? They completely, they're up there at the top. Now, those companies are the ones who own the RCA, the Universals, the Sony,
Interscope,
exactly. Now this Epic. Sony now are the ones who now own like those studios. Exactly. And so it's like into a family tree. Exactly. And, so hapa starting a record label, alafu you start with the top as the studio. That one is probably digital or indie label. And the capacity for that studio to give you the media outreach you need, it is very less. Iko less sana. Because they are not even the big guys who own the media companies, the media studios, the televisions, the radios.
Yeah, and kwanza unaona, like, for example, these the major labels, when they sign you, they have everything set. Like, they have the connects. They've been doing this for 50 years, close to 100.
For them, it's even an extreme type of control. Your kind of music, how you sound, the way you dress. And hapo ndio unajua you have been signed to a record label.
Maze, like, let's say, for example, random artist, let's say Jason Derulo. If you look at how they sign him and what they've done for him or what they're doing for him, they manage him as a brand from start to finish. Like, I'm pretty sure Jason is not. I think the only thing he does for himself is production, and they kind of facilitate that too.
Okay.
You know, there's a lot of input that goes into an audio.
Yeah.
And more so, hapa, I'd like to say the less mainstream guys, you know, the likes of the veterans of Nonini, Juakali, the likes of Kolo, the Nyashinskis, they've been to the big studios. They've had the chances to interact with some of the top-notch producers and content creators. So they have ways to do it that minimizes on the input that you might require post-production.
Yeah.
So, but we find, for example, the reason why most of the people don't like Gengeton is because the input that's been put in it does not really quantify it being out there and trying to represent like the music scene. So, for example, you make a beat, someone should mix it, someone should direct the music, the writing of the music, and then there should be someone who's mastering the technician, the guy who understands the numbers on the production, the technical team. Then on performance they should be replicated again. But here you find even the investment levels hazitoshi, so kuna cuts, kuna cuts tumecut mingi sana.
So tuseme hapa at most you can consider mostly independent labels, because I think huku a lot of artists have a lot of creative leeway to do whatever they want. Not maybe because income circumstances are maybe down.
True.
So huku maybe independent, digital, how you say, indie labels, lakini there is no major record label hapa. Hata hiyo deal yenye unasema una sign, hiyo si deal.
I think probably the closest we can come to a major label. I had this is it called A&R?
Yeah,
A&R. One of I think the oldest record label in Kenya.
Yeah.
They signed a deal with Universal. I don't know how the
you see that's the ladder.
Yeah.
Universal Sunday wako juu alafu A&R.
And
on top of Universal is now the big guys, companies that do not associate themselves with music, but they provide the funding.
Yeah. And you know, Pia,
and they're not the Illuminati guys or anything. They're just normal companies. If you check them out, you will see their investments. Oil, money, guns, you know.
But I think, Pia, there's a lot of misunderstanding on what record labels are and what the role of a record label is. I think people ought to know a record label only plays the role assigned to it in the contract you sign. Yeah. And there's the uniform understanding of record labels, but each record label, even a record label, signs different deals with different artists. Yeah. And I think artists need to know that, so that when they're getting into something, they don't just get in from what they're hearing. They understand and can be able to translate what the contract deal says.
True.
Yeah.
So what is this issue? We have something in Kenya every artist knows as MCSK. I hope I've got those initials. Kila saa I confuse those initials, MSCK, MCSK, but you know, people have beef with them.
Copyright Society of Kenya in full.
Yes. Now let me put my own beef. Hiyo logo yenu hiyo sijui, I don't know you guys, you have something. Okay, we have record labels, we have studios, we have the way somebody can present themselves image wise, but mi naangalia hii label ya MCSK. Ni MCSK ama MSK?
MCSK.
Yeah, because I keep on confusing that. Na cheki the logo, it feels like one of the notes was removed from Google image ikaekwa hapo, alafu they did not vectorize it, so inakani kitu nika ilifanyiwa na Windows Paint.
You know, there's so much information you've put in there. Ukisema ilikuwa copied from Google.
Guys know what Google image is. Now imagine going to Google and searching for a low pixel photo, kitu yenye inakaa edges haiko streamlined, alafu tu unaichukua unaweka kwa I think everybody knows Windows Paint, alafu unaandika na color, and there you have it.
Wait, that's the beef you have with them?
That and many more.
man.
But I've done my research.
Yeah.
But I can start off there. You guys, you need to change that logo, make it more, more uptown. We're dealing with musicians,
He represent the interests of the majority.
The music industry, bruh.
Man, I thought you were going to start talking about money.
Now you talk about that.
Oh man, those guys. Maze, MCSK, just to put it out there, MCSK really needs to start paying artists their dues.
Let us define what they define themselves on their website. Niyo renominations, collection, and sijui providing ni license.
Yeah, they provide license for businesses and kama tatu to play music.
Yeah,
and
that
then
is
they
their
collect.
definition.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this money thing, everybody's complaining they're eating too much, while some other artists have been paid at least something. Nilisikia ni akina Sauti Sol got 400k. Was it last year?
From their
400k from that's in total of how many, so let's just be honest, how many hits does Sauti Sol have?
They've taken over Africa, man.
Yeah, and you really want to tell me 400k? Let me just put it out there. Artists,
Elani. Ulicheki vile Elani. Shaman, you're a lawyer. Elani are lawyers. Elani complained big time. Alikuwa amepewa punch.
Then they went silent.
Now you see, I don't want to speak as a lawyer per se, but the truth of the matter is this.
Yeah.
Unless people understand that there is rights and obligations, such that when you have rights, you have an obligation. Hapa nasikia Verbal is talking about even the name. He does not know the name, and he's an artist. You need to know the body that regulates your interests and protects your rights.
True.
Yes.
True.
So that you can be able to claim from it certain obligations it should be performing. For example, do you know you can request for your logs na ukapewa? You are a member of MCSK and you feel aggrieved that pesa zako kuna venye unachezwa. Itisha logs. If they are paying you 5,000, ask them from this collection, can I please see the logs? You know? But you can't do that if you don't know your rights. You don't know your rights if you've not registered. Sasa wasanii lazima wajikumuke.
Okay.
Jina kwa chukumuka mwekwala na nini. Wajumuike. Ama wajiku. Wajibike. Lazima wasanii wawajibike. That's the one.
Swahili kitukuzwe. Man, but now speaking of the logs, do they really, are the logs genuine?
You see, that is a conversation that you can only have if you have had the log. Okay? Unless you have the logs, then you cannot talk about if they're genuine or not. What is genuine? The logs. Okay, let's talk about the logs, right?
And
then after that, we can talk about the genuineness or not. But of course, by the time you're asking for something and being given, you look at it, you must have a reference point for it to be true or incorrect. You see, factual or not factual. Right? So the first things first. You need to register, know your rights, and then ask for them and follow up accountability. Wakenya tumezoea tu kuachana na vitu. Unalipa tax, you go home and sleep.
When in msanii you're not signed, auja register kwa MC you're not registered to that group. Alafu sasa una support wase unasema pia hata mi fuck MCSK na hata we bado you're not registered, you have nothing to do with them.
How do you hate when you can't even get in?
You see, even that's why me, I'm not even talking about money. Niliwachia wengine. Me, I'm talking about the imagery and the look and maybe the website.
I'm not convinced you.
And I think the artists need to get the information right, and I think that's the biggest challenge I've seen in Kenya. Guys don't know about copyright and how it works. And for example, I'll just bring this in. I don't know if any of you saw the Magic Senga issue with 6ix9ine.
How the hell did it reach there?
Man, now that's one of the craziest stunts I've ever seen a Kenyan pull. And I'm sorry to say, but I don't mean that in a good way.
Did alishinda?
No.
Of course not.
In fact, it came out that the claims were fraudulent.
Obviously, if Tekashi is obviously signed to a major record label, tuko hapa kwa the case of Magic Enga and Tekashi, man. Tekashi is here to stay apparently. Ametoka jela, amefanya some funny stuff. Real cool stuff with even Nicki Minaj nimecheki. Haters saizi wana uchungu, man. Wana uchungu sana. Especially in the trap culture vile unacheki, guys are like feeling like Tekashi is very, it's too, bougie and stuff. But, hip hop is controversial. So I'm saying, ni time yake. Lakini what is this Magic Enga stuff?
I think, first of all, I think I'll say Tekashi in terms of looking at it from a business perspective.
Yeah.
I think that guy is really knows what he's doing. All his team knows what they're doing.
Breeding hate in hip hop is something that has been there for a long time. Remember West Coast, East Coast. So it's Tekashi versus the world. But sa kuliendaje na Magic Enga? Him is claiming Tekashi was looking like him, or what?
No, I heard, from what I heard, he was claiming that his latest song, Tekashi's latest song, was infringing on his copyright. That it was using his, should I say, like beat samples. Like you know how Jay-Z has his own like drum sets and whatnot. Yeah. Apparently, Magic Enga also has his too, and Tekashi.
So is Magic Enga a trap artist or what? Magic Enga, Magic what? What kind of music does this nigga do?
I don't know it, but he's responsible for a number of hits in Kenya.
Okay.
Like, I think Otile Brown, Calligraph.
Okay.
Which kudos to him, yeah. But my issue, let me say my issue with the whole thing is a person at his level should be clear on what copyright matters are. Especially if you're doing your own, managing your own stuff,
Okay.
Like, I don't know how the case went, but from what I heard, the claims were fraudulent.
Oh.
And that's a no.
It's very embarrassing when you're making a claim like that and you have absolutely no support evidence, none whatsoever. The kind of inconvenience that brings, you see, and it puts people in a very bad light. I know there's pirates, even on YouTube, believe it or not, that once you put your song there or your content there and you don't do the right things, these guys will lay a claim. We are wondering why you're not monetizing. Kumbe kuna people, others, pale wana collect on your behalf. They've claimed that you've taken up their copyrights. Me, I don't want to call out names because obviously you're in this industry and we need to be a little bit professional. Me become a producer, sasa. I can't speak on that because sometimes you feel like, that's my kick. But again, legally speaking, you can't protect an idea. For example, if I have a monopoly in terms of the way I lay my tracks, that is an idea. If someone else lays the kicks and snares on whatever the same way as me, it doesn't mean he's stolen my idea. It just means he's borrowed. That's the only way you can grow is by looking at the giant's shoulder. There has to be a giant for you to move on to the next stage of evolution, I believe. So ideally, protecting an idea is not even legal in the first place. So some people should calm down. We share. No one is inventing this thing. And we share the love and we break bread and we move.
But what you said about pirates on YouTube.
Yes.
Funny thing is, I've been a victim of it, and even major companies do that. And it's crazy. And I don't know. I think it's a loophole in the YouTube system that you could use.
There's always loopholes in YouTube.
Yeah, like
the algorithms.
One of the common things I've seen is some of the
unaangalia leo kuna 2000 views, kesho ni 200.
Watch hata hivyo, like you see this Creative Commons songs which are in the Creative Commons, you are allowed to use them for free on YouTube.
And plugins have no licensing. You can't
now,
license a plugin.
Some companies are notorious for claiming copyright on what is in the Creative.
Unaingia
hata plugins hazina licensing. That's you. Okay.
Niseme hiyo not ngoja. Okay. And plugins hazina licensing.
That's not true. That is not true. Verbal.
Plugins.
That's not true.
Me download
Educate.
Sasa wewe ni pirate. Wewe ni pirate. You're one of the pirates. See like when you're doing no. When you're doing a professional job, for example, if you get a tender with one of these big companies to do an advert. One of the things they'll be asking for is the license to use the software that you're using. And then most people, you find that they've pirated. So you can't make an advert and request a fee note for 3 million. Na hata software yenyewe umepirate.
Mimi nasema plugins.
Now, a plugin goes into the software. Now, kama haujanunua software yenyewe unatumia, utanunua plugin.
Si plugin na download tu.
Haya, sasa tunafika hapo. Sasa ukidownload hiyo plugin, there are some which are for free. But for example, like Waves, they do bundles. And you find one bundle is going for $400 or something like that. The ones most of us use are pirated. They're cracked, they're patched. They're not paid for. But ideally, you should pay for them. Yes?
Maybe that's a conversation for another time.
But there are free plugins that you can use.
Yes, there are free plugins. Normally, there are trials most of the time, or beta versions. Beta, I mean BETA. The ones that they're still in development. Those ones, you can get them for free. But the most popular ones, they're actually supposed to be paid for. You buy that stuff.
Oh, and they're licensed for commercial use.
Yes.
Okay.
So with this Magicanga stuff, maybe it had something to do with the license plugin. Because if it were pieces of a note or a snare or a drum.
Now it's very unlikely because there's some sort of investment that goes into that kind of production that MCSK does not visibly have it. So hatuwezi tu sema tu ni yake. Inawezekani kwa yake. It's one of those.
So let's look at the cannibalistic nature of MCSK. Recently DJs wa Facebook walikuwa they're making a lot of money. They're still making a lot of money as we speak, which is good for them. Kudos for them. Unajua this Rona time, man. Somebody out there needs to make some cash. But now there was something that happened. MCSK wakapea DJs sijui leta nyingine licensing. Afu CCK wakakam tu wakasema hakuna kitu kai hiyo.
Unajua sasa kila mtu lazima akule. Kama serikali inakula, wasanii wanakula, MCSK itafanyaje? MCSK lazima ikule. Sasa wakiishu mabarua hapa kule, madj amekuwa kihepa hiyo story sana, lakini tuseme tu kweli, wanatumia muziki ya wasanii na hawajalipia.
But international, wanatumia local.
You see, now we don't want to have a point where we've lost control of our intellectual property. So we have to be preemptive. Takupatia license, whether you choose to use it or not, it should be an option from you. Where it shouldn't be from us. Ya kwamba hatuja collect. Unaona? I'm speaking as MCSK in this regard. I'm just imagining.
MCSK, you have a new director.
Shaman ndo mwenyekiti.
Kiti ni yangu lakini bado sikujia. But for now, seriously speaking though, this kind of structures are supposed to be proactive and not reactive. But sasa, personally, I'm not a member of MCSK. Why? It's because I don't believe in their principles. First of all, I've seen the track record does not really say much.
Oh, man,
We can't be doing music and then come Sani, you have to wait 3 months to get 2,500.
3 months.
Alafu namba uende
People
sijui
wait
wapi
years.
kuichukua.
That's by default. I'm talking about defaults here. Let's just go with default. You waited for so long for 2,500, even if it's a month. Stani kaa kuna place Nairobi unaweza ishi na 2,500.
Maze. True, man.
Na wewe ni msanii unajaribu kuishi. Ukizaa mtoto upate familia pale, mtaishi nje kama, homeless people. So ideally MCSK bado. Although I understand the angle at which they are going for the DJs.
Yeah. And I think pia kwa DJs, in the case of DJs, the laws for music are still evolving, even in the international scene.
Uh-huh.
And probably why a number of DJs have come and become artists in their own right, like Akina David Guetta, Akina Benny Benassi, even DJ Khaled.
Yeah.
I think it's because some of the laws regarding copyright issues and the rights for DJs are still not set in stone. So I think it's a work in progress, and in Kenya, Pia, we also need to have that discussion. Yeah.
So there you have it. Maybe MCSK should take more of another kind of role other than collecting tunes from the music industry. Maybe to be more, how you say, headlong or more active in
proactive.
Yeah, that's the word. Nigga was waiting for your cue, man.
Kizungu likuja na meli.
More proactive kiasi. Maybe do for us awards, maybe do for us events. Unacheki? It's not all about kuchukua. You know what I'm talking about.
Funny thing, I've seen that they were doing that some time back.
Kusaidia wase events.
Events. They'd started off their own awards, started some events, they sponsor some events.
In as much as we will need to talk about this kind of things, it goes full circle. And now I find myself wanting to talk about administrative roles of our bodies.
Yeah.
For example, sasa kama MCSK. Walianza kufanya events, that's the truth.
Yeah.
But sasa wasanii ambao walikuwa wanakuja kuperform kwa events ilikuwa kina Nonini.
Same.
Sasa Nonini sasa kuja kukuimbia ni furahi day. Si kwa ubaya.
Yeah.
Ni furahi day.
Yeah.
Honestly, right now, no one is ready to dance or listen to that stuff actively on an event.
Everything has gone live now.
Now. Even before the live scene, Furahi Day is not a song that someone would pay a ticket to go see on a current time. MCSK is current, right?
Okay.
And if you're going to do an event, invite people who are current, who are coming to perform. Ata Arrowboy ako sawa, unajua. Calligraph ako sawa. Akuja afanye show saa hii Nonini a watch.
And we're talking about like big events. Unacheki ka Coachella can go for 3 days.
Yes.
It's a 3 days event. Ukicheki the list of the artists performing in Coachella, there are 50, there are 60. Big posters. Uku 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Same monkey, and then they disperse.
You have to put energy into it. Niggas have to
And
work.
professionalism. True. For example, one of the issues I noticed in Kenya when guys talk about festivals is guys call normal events festivals.
Yeah.
But like, what is a festival? Like, if you see a festival out there, it's like what you're saying, they go 3-4 days a week, sometimes even a month.
Oktoberfest can last months, man.
So hizi sasa tumeruka live performances. We're now in live performances.
Yeah.
I think our artists don't have the backbone to sustain such kind of ton of events.
And let's say sometimes schedules. Unajua wasanii Kenya, everybody knows their artists. Will they make it or not? Will they be available?
That's another thing.
I don't know. I think the problem starts from, okay, let me say I've seen some really talented live performers in Kenya. Seriously dope, talented, that are not recognized on the major scene. But the platforms for them to showcase their art and do their thing is really limited. And my perspective is, I think the problem starts from the top. Like, for example, just to clarify, for example, to run a festival, you need a certain level of organization. For it to run for like several days or a week. Let's not even go to a month.
Yeah.
Let's just say like a week or two.
Yes.
It needs some serious organization and everybody playing their part right. Now, if the guys at the top are not able to organize that, then it trickles down.
True that.
And
people missing.
Yeah, you find I've had cases where unasikia someone disappeared with a big chunk of the budget. Amezama, then they resurface after a few days. Like nothing happened.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
And I think those are some of the things that are taking the industry back.
So I think maybe for at the moment, maybe Blanket Wines Paka 2022 because of this Rona thing. Because now live performances have changed nowadays. No one is doing live performances on stage because of the whole social distancing thing. Now, what is the issue? What is the future for live performances? Because many people are now doing them on social media. Is there any
live streaming?
Yeah.
I'm tempted to be like, to try and impersonate Donald Trump and say, we're going to have an amazing time. It's going to be wonderful. Kwa sababu sahi, tukiongelea za gatekeepers especially. Wapanda sasa, those guys who used to be like, Mari Tosha. Kama you're not doing like Mari, wewe huwezi ingia hapa. Sasa wakae chini wa watch events. Wanaweza subscribe wa watch show yako live, unajua. Hata penye pahali ambapo wako. Tune in. Ama wacheki comments baadaye. Either way, the show goes live. There's now people. Personally, I'm picking up an interest on playing guitar. I want to learn guitar, and then I can entertain my fans as well. Najua niko na mafans wawili wanne, kwanza familia yangu bigger. Najua wanasikizanga sana, wanapenda kutune in. Wananduzana kila siku link iko wapi. We're trying to do other things, and at the end of the day tukikuja kufanya live performances, we'll try, for example, there's an event me and Verbal Vein you're coming up with very soon. You'll be tuning in, you'll be seeing us.
Big things na go on.
Looking forward to that.
There's some other stuff we're working on with Mari again akifanya niliona. If you've not seen Mari's post on Facebook akiwa na Simple Boy, it's something you should see. And kwa page yake utaiona pia. But so for me, I'm glad that live is going online and not we don't have to be lazima ulipe ndio upewe show upande stage. Alafu umelipa fare na bado unakuja kuperform, buy drinks, and then you've come with 12 people. So hata kama ni 50 bob huwezi afford.
For sure.
Yeah, I think pia in terms of the audience, I think going live it comes with its own benefits.
Yeah.
Kama if Kenyan artists can get recognized internationally, because people don't have to come physically to your performance or your event. They can watch it online from wherever they are in the world.
Okay.
So I think that's one angle to look at it in terms of the benefits of going live and doing things online.
So kuna hii situation tena also in the quality of how we deliver our live events. Najua hizi vitu za kutumia kamera ndogo, kama unaweza tumia 720p, get guys with really nice cameras to do live events, because there's a trend where even some guys are doing live events like as if they're a television station. Wanamka in the morning, the DJs, they have like a set number of DJs, set number of performers, so these guys like run the whole day live, proper programs, very good cameras.
That is very true. Because sometimes you find kama msanii anafanya live event, akona mic, it's a group of 4 people. and they've come on stage. The microphone is one, and there's no monitoring speakers. So akijisikia anajisikia ka echo. There's no way he can keep up with it. There's no proper mixing of the space they're performing in. So the effect is, it's a terrible live performance. The rest, while one has a microphone, the other three are king dancers. They are dancing and licking their lips, waiting to get the mic. It's normally very embarrassing. It puts the artist in a very bad light.
And I've seen events where
any sound check niggas need to prepare because I was in a recent live event. I'm not going to mention any names because I'll be out of the job, but it will cost you more if you do something that you have not prepared for, and that's how people are. People who do not do live events properly are in such a situation. It's going to cost you more to try to fix it. A live event goes on, there's no sound,
Yeah, and I think guys need to. We need more sound engineers in Kenya.
Yeah.
Because a lot of in my live performance experience, a lot of the guys handling sound are guys who just either learnt on the job or wana ni bahati nasibu. They don't know what they're doing. They just want
DJ yo kazi. DJ tu ni kuscratch.
Man, yeah. And for example, there's an event I went to back in, I think, 2013.
Yeah.
And there was a foreign act coming, an international act, and there were some local acts. And had some of their own mentioned names. I'll just throw it out there. Some of the top artists in Kenya were performing there. And while they were performing, you couldn't even make out what they were saying. Then the international
Mike in a muffle.
And so, like mtu unasikia ngoma yake and they sound good, lakini live unashanga what's up.
So what did the international guys do?
When the international guys came in, like I just saw one of their sound guys, I think their sound engineer, just came in with his laptop and plugged in something.
Yeah.
And I kid you not, the whole thing changed. Like the quality went off the roof. It was crazy. And
so what was it that our local guys did not have a sound engineer?
That was what I read from it.
Yeah.
Because this guy comes in with the same setup, same equipment. All he does is just plug in his laptop and use his settings.
That guy who came in, was he a sound engineer or was he a DJ?
I think he was their sound engineer. Like the guys who are performing the international act, they came with their own sound engineer.
Unfortunately, most of our people don't it's not the creativity that lacks, but rather the investment that lacks.
Preparation also.
Yes. And sometimes people misunderstand that if you have money, you just pay. And then after paying, the quality will just come by its own.
DJ come here at that time, will come 30 minutes before.
Sasa nakumbe DJ pia ni star, anaona akuje baadaye. Kuna watu wengine wafike wangoje, labda anakula nyama hapo nje ndo aitwe, unaona.
Umeitisha bit fulani ya Cypher kwa usijali.
Why does this sound so specific? kuna story inaongelewa hapa.
It's from personal experience. And more recently, we went for a performance at Alchemist, and you find it's open mic. You put your name down and you go climb on the stage. You want to perform, and when you're on that stage, now you start unauza sera sasa. My name is Mari. You can find me on Instagram like this, like that, and then ni kama wanakusukuma. You get the DJ ashaanza kuachilia track. Unajua, it's like telling you need to start. And anakuchuja. It's open mic. Remember, it's open mic. It's open mic. You can decide to tell
my
people.
My name is Chukutuku.
It's so that shows some lack of professionalism, and it does not encourage the artist, even the confidence. If I compliment your craft, it will sound better, right? And remember, you are doing a live thing. This is a set. You have graced my stage. Me being the DJ, the resident DJ, I should be able to do a good job that you can even look for me afterwards, or to tengeneza something. We can even export whatever it is you're doing somewhere else. But sasa pale umepanda unasema you can find me, follow me, check out my works, my YouTube channel. Wanachaachilia chiki. Ukiendelea sana wanakuja wanachukua microphone.
The issue is probably even in egos. You know, some of these egos need to meet before the event. They need to meet somewhere. This is very, very crucial. Tafadhali prepare. Even though if it's days, this still accounts to live performances and also stage performances. You guys need to meet beforehand and prepare. Know each other's egos. Know, you know, how much time are you going to give me from here to here? Do rehearsals. Tafadhali. Because even us, for us, I remember us in our high school days, before we even did any event, we went through like 1 week. 1 week, guys are preparing, guys are rehearsing. And then maybe when the DJ comes, maybe a day later, everything is set up. People are planning. So planning is very, very crucial to making a successful live performance. And Maze, we've had a lot to talk about this time, but kuna vile wanted to organize our podcast, wanted to put a lot of content in there. Nika vile ukibake cake, you have to put all those ingredients, make it sweet. So if somebody likes only to eat the icing, you only eat the icing. If you want to eat the interior, knock yourself out. But anyway, yeah, exactly. The interiors. If you're into carbs, if you're into the carbs or the sugar, it's on you. So I'm about to sign off, so I'll leave these other guys to say whatever they want to say to sign off. For me, I can say, you know, what's up with TikTok, man? People are dancing too much, man. And you know... Let people dance. Sawa, man.
Let people dance.
Watu wanataka kutrend.
Wacha wa trend, and if you've been listening, najua umesikia hiyo underlying beat yenye inacheza hapo kwa background. I'll be throwing it in as a soundbite.
Yes.
If you're interested, drop a DM, you know, on our social media pages.
This is your opportunity as a musician to shine.
You get a free beat, you rock it. Shaman will consult on that. Mari will jump in it.
But we have specifics, though. We have specifics. We're looking for a female vocalist. Yes.
So kama unajua FMC, mwenye unajua anaweza come through correct kwa hiyo beat hapo. Mtag mwambia drop DM. Shaman is bad.
For sure. Mari, last words.
That's artist opportunities,
Yeah.
I'd say professionalism. I think it's something we need to address in the industry, and it's a process, but we'll get there. But I think it needs to start somewhere.
Yes.
And we have a long way to go. We've come from far, but we have so much more potential to do greater things in the industry, and I think professionalism is one of the ways to get it done.
Cool. So there you have it. This is the Gatekeepers Musically Speaking Podcast. Skizeni your soundbite, your instrumental. Let us know, comment, holla at us, give us a shout out. And we're just gonna finish this with these famous gestures. Booyaka, booyaka, booyaka.
Shaman, you're bad.